some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Kentucky's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Winton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Quick strike complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the 1st drive...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll run the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Burnley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl. Try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Just keep swinging it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Kentucky going quickly. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Kentucky! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Might be calling a hot route. Going right to work up top. Unloads it downfield. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. No huddle here for the offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him, too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Kentucky right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, you've seen the evolution evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Why not trying to get it in? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's got him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Smashes in between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback may change this route. He rifles one deep to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
No, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing.
Turning it on! He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kentucky going quickly. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Winton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Winton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man to the left. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wall. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He might want another play. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, look at the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Kentucky right back to the line. Third down play from the gun. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Burnley. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on third. Throwing right. Snags it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Texas A&M. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He breaks the tackle.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Catch in the middle. It's Brewer. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Kentucky going quickly.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wall. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Brewer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Burnley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Burnley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Winton. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Winton. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. They'll go to the air on third and short. Lets it fly deep downfield.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the fullback. Makes his man miss. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. He'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. Look out, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kentucky, 44.
And he's going to try to return this one. No more room to run. They make